Hey, it's Diane Gibbs with Creatives Ignite, and let me show you how to do that. So in this lesson, we're gonna learn how to create an action in Photoshop, and we're gonna learn how to compress an image so that it will be a 1920 wide image will be less than 500K. That's the ideal, is what so our pages load quicker. Okay. Here we go. We are in Photoshop. I have already downloaded some images. I have these images which are not as large as I would have thought. I think that they're a little bit bigger than this. We're going to choose the biggest one. So 5498 is not as big. I think 45. Let's see what this one is. 5996. So I'm going to open this one. We want to open it in Photoshop. All right, so it's open. Silas, this is a beautiful image. Wickedly beautiful. Love it. Okay, over here, if you don't know how to do actions or you've never used actions, there's a whole bunch of default actions. Well, I don't know who default is. No, I'm just kidding. So I made my own folder called Diane's Actions, and I bought some actions. It just makes things faster. So I have things that are quick keys, like to flatten the file, I just have to push F1. So my function keys are not to brighten my screen or whatever the function. I actually have to hit function and F1 for that stuff. But if I'm using an external keyboard, then it has function keys, and then I can just push that and it'll flatten anything I have, which is really helpful, and it's something I've used in my workflow. So I have some things that are make it CMYK, make it RGB, do it 300 DPI at CMYK, all these things that I've done, which is really, really, really helpful to help you go faster. I've also set some up as quick key commands. So if I want this to rotate counterclockwise, then I just hit F13 and it will rotate it counterclockwise with one step, which is really helpful. But sometimes you have longer actions. You have a lot of things that you're doing. And you want all your images to be done the same way. This isn't exactly perfect. I have another way that I do it now, but this is the way I used to have to do it. So I'm going to show you how to do it. If you want to see the other video, click here, and it's how to use JpegMini for this same sort of thing. But okay, first if you don't already have a folder, then make a folder right here. But if you're like me and you already have a folder for actions, then I'm just going to click this little button, and we are going to do a couple things. When you're compressing, you want to make sure that you have a JPEG, and you want to make sure that you have it in RGB. So we're going to create a couple of actions, although this one's already like that. We're going to create a couple of actions just in case another image isn't. So this is going to be compress and RGB, JPEG, and 1920. I'm going to say under 500K. That's what we're going for. It's really kind of a long name, but you can also use function keys. I already have a lot over here, but say I wanted to do F13. Well, F13 is already taken, but it's going to automatically say, oh, well, if you hold Shift and F13, then you can do that. So you can do that or not, but here we go. First thing we're going to do is we have the file open. So we're ready to go. We don't have to open anything else, but it doesn't matter how long this takes. We actually just need to, it's just about how long the actual thing takes to do it. It's not going to take it's actually going to be faster than if we were doing it ourselves. So the first thing I want to do is go ahead and do RGB. Although it's already in RGB, I just want this to be in my, so I want it to be in an action. So it may or may not have already worked. I guess I'm just going to, and then I'm going to convert it again, and I'm going to delete that one. Mode, RGB, because it was already RGB. Okay, I'm just going to hit well, we're going to keep going. And then we can do our image size, and we want 72 is fine. This is just kind of showing us how crisp it is. We want this longest edge to be, we don't want to make it bigger. We don't want to make the resolution more. We want to keep it there, but we want to work with pixels, and we want this biggest edge to be 1920. Okay, now our file size went from 57.9 megs to 5.93 megs. Well, we're trying to get it to be 500K. But this is step 1. All right, so we're going to hit OK. And it did it. Okay, so now we have an RGB file at 1920 on its longest edge, length, whatever, dimension. Now we need to compress. So we go over here to File, and we're going to go to Export, and we're going to do it the old way, which is Save for Web. This is the legacy version. There could be another way to do it that is maybe better, but we're going to do it like this. This kind of lets us know that this is going to end up being 224.7K. That's perfect. This is at medium at 45. Well, if we want it to be maximum, that will be 100. That's over a meg, so we don't want that. Let's see if we do very high. Gets us closer, 747. Well, if we do high, that gets us to 380, and that's at 60. You can actually say 62, you know, and that's at 400K. That's fine. But we're just going to go back to 60, 380, and we are good to go. You can also change your image size here, but this would make a percentage, so this is why we want to do that first in the other element. And then we want to hit save, because we want to make sure it's a JPEG, it's optimized, and we're going to hit save. It should be 380K. Now, I am just going to save it into another folder. So I have everything organized in, and hopefully you do as well. And I usually will have 2 folders. So one has all the folders that's in there already. And then this one I've already made. There's nothing in this folder, but this is where I want these to go. This is that I'm doing save for web 1920 and it's from Photoshop. So it's going to be a JPEG, but there we go. So then we can just close that, and I'm going to say don't save. So now I can stop the recording. The one thing I need to do is convert from, I just need to delete this one. I'm not deleting the whole bit. I'm just deleting that one. This will, if it's not RGB already, it will do RGB. Then it'll go to 300 DPI. You can see, or not 300 DPI. It'll go to 1920. And then you're going to export using all this, and all this is here. So if you needed to look back at it, you could. And then we're going to close the folder. Now we're going to batch. We are going to batch this, and we're going to tell you how to do that. So if you go back to the file, these are the files that we want to compress. Now we have already compressed this one. This one is already been done. This was the one we did as our test, 391. That's pretty close. So we're just going to do, this was our test, so that we know what it is different than what it was, what will be happening. And this is just because it's going to be the folder that it's in. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to Photoshop, and I'm going to go here, automate, and I'm going to do batch. Okay, so I'm going to batch this. I'm going to do Diane's action. I can use any of the ones that I have here, but I'm going to do compress, RGB, JPEG, you know, this is what I'm going for. This is the action that I'm doing. And then I have to select where all these images are, and it's going to choose any of the images that are in this folder. Okay, that's the thing. So sometimes you may not want to have anything else in some of these other because you can't just choose certain ones. So I'm just going to say, okay, well, here they are. They will end up in this, and we're going to go. It's going to choose anything that is a JPEG in these, and probably anything inside these folders. So then we have to tell it where we want to save it to. So I want to save it to a folder. I'm going to choose that folder, and I'm going to choose this one. I'm going to hit choose, and it's saying, do you want to override the action save as command? Now I'm just going to show you what this says. When this option is on, files will be saved to the destination folder only by save as steps in the action. So that means that you would have to save as in the action, but we do have a save as. So no, we don't. I don't believe we have a save as in this action. So we are going to, we want it to be saved. So I'm going to uncheck that, and it's just saving it as the file name and the extensions. There's nothing else that's really happening, and it's showing you where it's going to put it because that was where we chose. We want it to be in this oceans. We want it to be in this one, and we hit choose. Okay, we're ready to go. And it'll just do -1, -2, whatever, right? Okay, and we're going to hit OK. Now, it does it all on its own because I had those steps in there. There weren't very many. It's done. Do you see? I could go to the bathroom and all my work would be done, which is great. All right, let's go check. All right, so we know that they're in this folder. We know that we had that one test one. Here's the one that wasn't the one that was the test. So the one we did through Photoshop said 391. This one was 389. I don't know why that's different. This one was 418. This one was 662. And this one was the smallest one and now is 397. All of them have 1920. Absolutely all of them are at 1920, which is exactly what we want. Okay, so you understand, hopefully you can set this to do lots of different things. You just have to think about your workflow. If you're having to do hundreds of images, it is easier to make an action to compress them. So, but this one thing that this is missing, well, not this one, because it already has the 1920, you may want to put, you're going to have to do this for all the different sizes that you want it if you're doing it in Photoshop. I am going to rename, and I am going to say 1920, and I'm going to use 1920 after, so it's going to have save for web 1920, so that when I upload this set to my website, I will also upload a 1200 and an 800 or maybe a 1600, whatever, width, image or length or whatever image, so that I can quickly just search. Do I need a large image that's going to go across the whole thing? Do I need a medium size image that's going to go pretty big? Or do I need just a small image, 800 pixel image that's going to be a lot smaller? Now they all are labeled and I'll be able to easily do it. This one I could throw away because I have that right here. And it actually did a better job compressing. But now I'm going to show you another way. This is using JpegMini. Now, if I was doing this, this would be save for web 1920, and this is kind of a pain because I do have to do all of the different sizes. I would have to set it up to do all of the different sizes, which is fine. You could do it in really long action. I believe just start at the biggest and then shrink it down again to the next size and the next size, and then you're having to export each time. So you would have 3 different folders. But let me show you about JpegMini. This is, I think there is a free version, but this is $60 every time you upgrade. But the old version works. So I'm just clicking on the top. I am going to, this is where do you want me to put these? I'm going to put all of these in Save for Web JpegMini inside the same folder. We already did one here. And I'm going to hit OK. Now, I can choose the original size, max width, max height. Max long edge is the one I like. You can also do Instagram, Facebook, and you can make a custom size as well. But I'm going to do max long edge. This way I could do a vertical at the same time I was doing horizontal. I'm never really going to need something bigger than 1920 for a website. So I am using this. If I want to add a size, I just click this. If I delete this, it's very simple. You go to max long edge, and I'm going to type in 1920, and I'm ready to go. That's it. As long as you told it where to save it, you're, golden. So I know it's in this oceans. There it is. It's a folder I already made by clicking new folder. And now I'm going to hit apply. Now I'm going to show you these are the same images that we used before. The exact same images. Now we have less control over how perfect the compression is, but all you do is drop them in here. Now there's not an action that makes sure that they're RGB or make sure that there's limitations with this, but this has been what I've been using for a while, and it's been amazing. Now let me show you the difference. I would have to do it for each one, right? Each one of these I have to do, each size. With JpegMini, you just tell it which one, and it makes all of your images. But the problem is they're all named the same thing. So you have to go in, select them all, rename, and you want to put this after the rest. Now you're going to do the same thing here. I think I did that wrong. Oh, boogers. Okay, 1920. Let's try again. So max long edge is going to be 1920. We have 800, 1200, and 1920. Okay, I'm going to hit apply, and I'm going to... I have chosen this file. So it is in the oceans. It is the, not this one, the JpegMini, and there's nothing in there right now. And now I'm going to hit apply. Okay. Now all I have to do is take these images. I'm just holding the command key to select them all, and I'm just dropping them in. Now it's going to put them in this folder, but it's going to have 3 separate folders. Now all of these files are named the exact same thing, which is a problem. So I'm going to select these, click rename, and I want save for web -1920 after the name, rename. Now I'm going to do the same thing here, rename. Instead of 1920, I'm going to do 1200, rename. Now when I upload them to my website, I can just search for 1920 or 1200 or 800, and then I'll be able to find all the images that are at that size that I need. So this has been kind of a game changer for me. And then I just can upload all of these to my website. Okay, so let's look at the difference. So this one down here, it started out 5996 pixels wide, and it says it was 3.2, but I think it was about 7. This one comes back, and we got it to 1920 by 1080, and it is 391. Okay, and then let's look at the one. This is the bottom one. 362. So it actually did a better job compressing. It looks great. It's still 1920 by 1080. So we are golden. We are ready to go. All right, so let's go. Thanks for watching. I hope it was helpful. Hit like and subscribe, and give me a comment. I would love to hear what else you'd like to see. Thanks.